here. El Gran Apolo, the perfect mixture of a young athlete. Only thing he hasn't got experience. And there you take a look at Dickie Steinborn, who's got all kinds of experience.
And he's a great wrestler. Look at that leg block. But Apolo, with his speed, just turns him right over. When we talk about experience in professional wrestling, Bobby, this man, Dickie Steinborn, he's been around for many, many years and had great battles with, you name it, the top names in professional wrestling.
That's right. You know, a lot of guys in professional wrestling back a few years ago, if they wrestled Dickie Steinborn, a lot of the promoters come out and watch because they know that Steinborn's going to give you 110%, and they would just see what the other guys were made out of. Steinborn was kind of a measuring stick. And you can see here, Steinborn's just out wrestling El Gran Apolo, but El Gran Apolo's coming right back with wrestling maneuver after wrestling maneuver, and he's getting, I'll tell you right now, he's getting that experience.
When you talk about wrestling holds and ways of escaping, Mr. Steinborn, a master at this task. Apolo on the other end, a young bodybuilder turned pro wrestler. Look at this move. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm in a pinning combination there.
Oh, good escape by Apolo. And Steinborn, his specialty is the move, the quick moves.
See how quick that was? El Gran Apolo waist locked him when Steinborn was trying to come up. Steinborn didn't get shook up. He just went around into a pinning combination on the man. That's experience there.
Okay, full Nelson by Apolo. Obviously here the strength. It's on the favor of Gran Apolo. But here comes Steinborn using the ropes.
Steinborn, you got to remember one thing, those ropes are not something that are just an eyesore in the ring. They help you too. Those ropes can help you win matches if you know how to use them.
He will use it to his advantage, and when he feels like he's been outsmarted, and Benny, not too many guys could do that, he will use those ropes to hurt his opponent, to choke him, to drop him on top, or to throw him over.
And when you're hurt, you can get to the ropes and they have to break the hold. Those ropes are a good thing.
Here comes Steinborn. Good hip toss. Wow, good kick by Apolo. Look at the strength. That's brute strength on Apolo. He just threw him down on a body slam, and I think Steinborn hurt his side there a little bit.
I think Steinborn just sitting there saying, well, we better get this thing together. This kid's a little stronger and quicker than I thought he was. Steinborn, you got to go out there and you got to grab him now. There he goes. That's beautiful amateur takedown.
Good move. You could easily break the leg on an opponent. If he's coming forward to charge you and you're able to catch him off guard like that, his knee could go at any time.
Did you watch how Steinborn hooked that leg on that leg there so that he couldn't be pulled off that hold?
I know the fans of the World Wrestling Council really enjoyed every match of this man. Many
and there you go there. You got a good wrestler out there, Dickie Steinborn, and El Gran Apolo's got to punch you. Now you tell me why.
Well, what we're not seeing here is all the other insults in their interviews on the way he expressed himself against the Spanish wrestlers or his opponents. Steinborn used a lot of psychologies throughout his career, and he will sometimes just come to the door of the other opponent's dressing room and just curse him out right there, even before he went into his own dressing room.
Well, that's the way guys do it.
Or throw a rock at your car, or insult your old lady or your girlfriend. He will do anything to use it
about Steinborn I like.
Into his. Well, there's one of the comments of Mr. Jaggers.
You know something, you got to take a look at Steinborn. Steinborn now, he's saying, boy, he says, this young guy here has just definitely bedazzled me right now for about 5 minutes. He says, I'm going to have to get in here and do something to change this, and let's just see what happens. There's a nice tackle off the ropes. Went in behind him. Beautiful roll-up.
Oh, my
Beautiful roll-up. 1, 2, oh!
And he was trying to hook for the trucks.
Did
but
you
look at
see
the drop
the power?
kicks on Apolo. Now, those drop kicks can make you change your mind in a hurry, my man.
Well, they'll make you change your direction in a hurry, and if you have any brains, you get the heck out of the ring and just change your mind.
That's what Steinborn did. Many, many battles.
Steinborn's going to box with him now, which is the wrong thing to do. Steinborn, you've given this boy too much confidence now. Now you can't even control him.
I could recall a match between Carlos Colon and Dickie Steinborn that went through for 60 minutes. A draw that I was amazed to see the many wrestling holds used by Mr. Steinborn, by Carlos, and the way Steinborn would escape. When he was almost pinned, he would just be able to magically pull out some kind of defense move and be able to escape for 60 minutes was a shocker of a match. It went to the limit, and Steinborn almost coming out a winner, but time ran out. It was a great match between Carlos Colon and Steinborn. Also some great matches of him and the Invaders. Invader 1, Invader 2.
A lot of the best in the business, Lucas Vinovich. And one thing you always say about Dickie Steinborn, he lasted with him. He stayed with him. He never ran from nobody. He never started a fight that he didn't finish. And I'll tell you one thing, Dickie Steinborn, even to this day, is still a respected name in professional wrestling.
Okay, good move by Apolo. Steinborn hitting his head on the top turnbuckle as Apolo trying to regain some energies here. Look at that punch by Steinborn. He comes right at you.
Whoa, that punch by Apollo just about knocked him out. Whoa, low blow right there.
Yes, it was a low kick. I don't think it was intentional, though. I think
it was intentional. I knew this El Gran Apollo. I wrestled him a few times.
Okay,
everything he did was intentional.
Look at his style on Steinborn. A classic style.
Boom, boy, they're going in for a test of strength. They're going to see who's the strongest one of the two. And I think Dickie Steinborn just bit off a little more than he can chew with El Gran Apollo.
Changing kicks with Apollo. Not the right move by any means. Look at the arms on Apollo.
Yeah, he's got a reverse armbar right there on Dickie Steinborn, but that just opens you up because you're too close to the man.
You know, Apollo, many of the experts, when he was coming along, had predicted of him becoming a world's champion, but nobody was counting on the factor of the injuries in professional wrestling, and two serious injuries. One was by Bob Sweet, and another one I can't recall at the moment. Just took all the hopes that Apollo had. He had to retire. Well, otherwise, he was risking. Oh, look at that move!
Right there, beautiful 1, 2, 3 by Gran Apollo. He beats the experienced man.
Boy, that was a shocker.
I'm telling you, that was something, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, and a surprising win over Dickie Steinborn by El Gran Apollo. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show you a little.